Hey everybody, it's Ryan from Ryviews.com, and today I'm doing a Ryview, or kind of a Ryview comparison of Bloons Monkey City by Ninja Kiwi. I'm comparing the iOS version and the Flash version. So, tell you a little background to this. Ninja Kiwi has made several different Bloons games. Some of them were kind of like this kind of puzzle type shooter style game to begin with, and then they moved on to this tower defense genre. And then they also had some like aerial shooters, like Galaga or whatever. And then they've also kept doing tower defense. So this game is kind of the crowning achievement so far for them, where it's this Farmville-style city, overworld, with actual gameplay that is the tower defense style. And I'm playing a level that's way too hard right now, so forgive me if I suck it up and get horribly defeated. At any rate, I wanted to do this review as a comparison for two reasons. First off, I actually like it much better on iOS. However, I can't record on iOS. So, in an effort to make this a video and to show off some of the game's features, I wanted to have the video of the Flash, but since I wanted to talk about the iOS version doing a comparison. So, makes sense in my head, hopefully it makes sense to you. If it doesn't, I apologize. So basically, if you've never played a Bloons games before, it's basically, man, I'm saying basically a lot. I apologize, this was not well rehearsed. Essentially what the game is, you have these balloons coming at you, which are called Bloons. No way, just Bloon. And you have monkeys, each with a special little power. Like this guy's a ninja, this guy's a magician, this is a spike shooter, which I guess isn't really a monkey, but who's counting? They all have different powers, like the ninja. Throws a shuriken that will pop 2 balloons at a time, and you can upgrade it to 4 balloons at a time, and I just upgraded one that'll make it chase the balloons around. The magician monkey can pop lead balloons, which is very useful because the ninja can't. And these spikes will pop any normal balloons that go across it. They won't pop lead, they won't pop ceramic, I don't think. So basically you're upgrading these guys, you're placing different guys. You have once again, I'll call them monkeys, but not all of them are actually monkeys. You have probably 15, 14, I don't know, let's see, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18 monkey-like objects to place, power-ups and so forth. And then more than that, if you include these little guys, we can throw down these spikes, and then throw down some exploding pineapples, which is found naturally in most parts of Africa. So basically, well, let's get into the comparison, okay? And I'm still saying basically, damn it. Anyway, I love the iOS version. Now, this version is pretty old on the Flash, the Flash side of things. It's been around for quite a while. It came to Congregate about a month ago. That's when I started playing it. The Flash version, or damn it, the iOS version is much newer. So it's much more refined and much more clean. It's a nice, well put together package. This one doesn't necessarily feel clunky, but there are definitely still bits and pieces that are missing from it. I'll point some things out, like, so here, there's scroll over, okay, which doesn't happen on iOS because you can't really scroll over something. So there's a little info button over here. You can't see my mouse, can you? Over by, like in the info panel where you're choosing first, last, close, or strong. There's a little info button to learn about the power-ups. Placing monkeys, you drag and drop. So obviously getting them exactly perfect is difficult. Where here I click and then I click again, so there's no accidental placement. And there's not a full refund when placing monkeys, but in general I haven't really screwed that up yet in the iOS, so I don't really count that as a negative necessarily. But just lots of nice things. So it matches up with Facebook, so you can have friends on Facebook. I don't know if the friend thing matches up here on Facebook, but I don't think it does, because I haven't found any friends. Maybe it does, hell, I don't know. And then basically, it's just a very clean app. It's optimized for iPhone and iPad so that they look different and they're differently laid out, and it maximizes the screen in both cases. There are a few Flash editions that are not adopted in the iOS version, such as this non-stop button down here, which used to be part of this speed up button and still is in the iOS version. Okay, so little things like that, not super great. However, that does not bother me in the iOS version because you can click through it pretty fast. And if you know what you're doing, you know it's not such a big deal. But also, in the iOS version, to unlock some monkeys like the engineer monkey, and there's like a submarine monkey and a wood chipper monkey, you basically play some special arenas to unlock them. Pretty cool. In this one, you have to unlock a second city, which is cumbersome and frustrating, if I do say so myself, before you can get the engineer, especially because it took me a long time for the game to recognize that I had a level 5 second city. It was stuck on level 2 for a long time, even though the city was at level 7. So I wasn't super happy about that. The iOS also has a better system of getting Bloonstones, which is the game's premium currency, because you're able to watch ads and get free Bloonstones that way. Now, some of you might be saying, oh, I have to watch ads. Well, the game is free, okay? And the ads for the Bloonstones will give you an option. Hey, you want to watch this ad for a Bloonstone? And if you say no, you don't watch the ad, you don't get the Bloonstone. There are some ads you can't skip through, okay? So it's not win-win in that sense, but it's a free game. And the ads are 30 seconds, not particularly common. It's definitely worth it, especially because in this one, in the Flash version, there's no good way of getting free Bloonstones. You get Bloonstones when you survive a map on the first try without losing any life, okay? You see these hearts up on the top right. I have 100 life right now. If you lose any, you don't get the Bloonstones at the end. If you try to replay tracks, which you can replay old tracks eventually, you don't have that option. There's no Bloonstone winnings. You can get Bloonstones by playing like this contested territory against other players, but I have yet to actually win that. So maybe I'm terrible at this game, I don't know, but at any rate, it means I can't get the Bloonstones that way. So I'm basically just stuck in trying to perfect every level when I started out, which is very frustrating. So essentially, I enjoy the iOS version a lot better because I can get the premium currency for free that way, and the system works out pretty well. Now, is it a perfect carryover? Once again, I mean, I like having the PC because I have more placement detail and I have just more control and more information on the screen. That's the story for any app, though. I mean, I think it's clean enough on the iOS version. I would definitely recommend the iOS version before the Flash version for that reason. I mean, if you have an iPhone or an iPad, I recommend playing the game. And I'm playing it on iPad, so the iPhone is obviously a smaller screen, so it might be a slightly worse experience. But in general, it's a really, really clean and nice and fun to play app. So I'd definitely recommend it in app form. So that's probably it for me. Sorry, I'm blanked out there for a minute. I was placing this boomerang guy. Thanks for watching, everybody. I highly recommend this game. I'll put a link to the Apple Store game and the Flash game on Congregate, because that's where I'm playing it. And otherwise, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this game in the comments. I'll probably be posting some tips and tricks for it. It'll obviously still be in the PC version, but it should apply to both versions. Because it'll be general, like about tower placement and whatnot. So yeah, watch out for that. Thanks, everybody. Until next time.